morning student, and we have completed the solid state, that is the theory portions, and today we will discuss about the exercise problem from the NCERT. First we will discuss about the in-text question, and I'm lefting some questions you can do yourself, and if you have any problem to solving these questions, you can ask on the WhatsApp group. So in-text question first is given here. The why are solid rigid? First question is given. In-text question. Why are solid is rigid? You know that solid is rigid because their constituent particles are completely close packed to each other in the 3 dimensions. So due to this reason, completely close packed structure, they have the rigidity. And the next question we are taking here from this is question number 1.7 from the in-text question. In-text question, that is solid A is very hard electrical insulator in solid as well as molten state. Question is given. Solid A is very hard electrical insulator in solid as well as molten state and melt at extremely high temperature. What type of solid is it? So obviously clear that covalent network solid like the silica, covalent network solid 1.7, covalent network solid, this is silica SiO2, this is SiO2, and this is called the quartz, as well as the silicon carbide SiC. This is also the covalent network solid and as an insulator, and it is simply you can say simply carbon diamond. It is also the carbon diamond is also the insulator. It cannot conduct electricity because in the carbon diamond all 4 electrons is completely covalently bonded. None of the electron is free for the movement, so does not show the conductivity. It is also the insulators. Next question given, question number 1.8. Ionic solid conduct electricity in the molten state but not in the solid state. Explain. Questions I am repeating here. Ionic solid conduct electricity in the molten state but not in the solid state. Explain. Why? So you know that in the molten state there is the free electron, diffuse electron, which can move to conduct the electricity when apply the electrode potential. However, in the solid state, all the electrons are close packed, completely well defined geometry. There is no free electron for the moving in the solid state. So this is the reason in the solid form the ionic compound are bad conductor. However, in the molten state or in the aqueous medium having the free electron and conduct electricity. Is it clear? Next question, question number 1.9. What type of solid are electrical conductor, malleable and ductiles? Question number 1.9. What types of solid are electrical conductor, malleable and ductiles? Obviously clear that metallic solids. This is 1.9. This is metallic solids. Answer I am writing directly, and the question is reading here. So take carefully and try to solve yourself also. This is the what type of solid are electrical conductor, malleable and ductiles. Obviously clear that metallic solid. Question number 1.10. Give the significance of the lattice point. You know that what is lattice point in a cubic structure? Each lattice point indicate the presence of atom or molecular point. How the atom and molecule arrange in the cubic lattice, it show the lattice point. Means an array of points which indicate the presence of atom or molecule in a cube, that is called the lattice point. Question number 1.11. Name the parameter that characterize a unit cell. Question number 1.11. Name the parameters which characterize the unit cells. Which characterize the unit cell. So you know that in the unit cell There are 6 parameters which characterize the unit cells. There are 6 parameters which characterize the unit cell. This is the 3 edge length. This is A, B and C, and the 3 angle between the A, B and C. This is alpha, beta and gamma. So 6 parameters. 6 parameters characterize the unit cell. This is 3 edge length, that is A, B and C, and 3 bond angle. This is alpha, beta and gamma. So there are 6 parameters which characterize the unit cells. Is it clear? Next question is given 1.12. 1.12 is given, distinguish between hexagonal and monoclinic unit cells. 1.12, distinguish between hexagonal, hexagonal and monoclinic unit cells. Monoclinic unit cells. So you know that in the unit cells there are 7 types of the lattice crystals we have designated, which is different on the basis of the arrangement of the edge length as well as the bond angles. So in case of the hexagonal unit cell, the A is equal to B, but B is not equal to C. In case of hexagonal, the edge length A is equal to B is not equal to C. These edge lengths may be perpendicular to each other or not perpendicular to each other, and due to this they are characterized in the 7 unit cells, 7 lattice crystals. So in case of the hexagonal, their edge length A is equal to B is not equal to C. However, in case of alpha is equal to beta is equal to 90 degree and gamma is equal to 120 degree. Edge length alpha is equal to beta is equal to 90 degree and the gamma is equal to 120 degree. So the unit cell having this criteria, that is exists as a hexagonal. However, in case of monoclinic in case of the A is not equal to B is not equal to C. In case of monoclinic, the edge length A is not equal to B is not equal to C, and the bond angle alpha is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree, but not equal to beta is not equal to 90 degree. So on the basis of the bond parameter as well as the bond angle, you can designate the monoclinic unit cell as well as the hexagonal unit cell. Another question is very simple. Next question is given, what is the 2-dimensional coordination number of a molecule in a square close packed layer? So 2-dimensional close packed layer, you know that the 4 nearest neighboring particles associated to the central atom. It means coordination number 4. What is coordination number? This is the number of nearest neighboring atom associated or surrounded to the particular atom. This is called the coordination number. So in case of the 2-dimensional close packed structure, coordination number is 4. Question number 1.15. Question number 1.15 is given, a compound form hexagonal close packed structure. A compound form hexagonal close packed structure, SCP. Is it clear? And the structure, what is the total number of void in structure? What is total number of void in 0.5 moles what is the total number of words in 0.5 moles of it and how many of these are tetrahedral words? How many these are tetrahedral words? Tetrahedral words. How would you calculate? Actually, you know that number of words calculated, the octahedral, there are two types of word formed when the atoms are arranged in the 2 dimensions and the 3 dimensions. This is tetrahedral word and the octahedral word. So number of octahedral word is equal to number of atoms present in the crystals. If the n number of atoms are sphere present in the crystal, what is the number of octahedral word? N simply. And the number of tetrahedral word is equal to twice of the octahedral word. This is 2n. Is it clear? Number of octahedral word is equal to n, means whatever be the number of atoms present in the crystal form the same number of octahedral word. Octahedral means word created in the 6 atoms. Tetrahedral means 4 atoms. So by arranging the atoms in the 3 dimension, 2 dimension, there are two types of the words created, octahedral and tetrahedral. Now question is this, in 0.5 moles, what is the number of tetrahedral word and the total number of words? So very simple question. This is 0.5 moles. This is 0.5 moles means, this is 0.5 into 6, 1 mole is equal to 6.022 into 10 power 23. So 6.022 into 10 power 23. So this is 5 2 ja 10, 5 2 11, 5 6 ja 30. So 1, 2, 3 and now 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3.011 into 10 power 23 atoms are present in the 0.5 moles. What is the total number of atoms in 0.5 moles? This is total number of atoms in 0.5 moles equal to 3.011 into 10 power 23 atoms. Total number of atoms in the 0.5 moles. So what is the number of octahedral word? We know that the number of octahedral word is equal to number of the atom present in the crystals. So number of octahedral word is equal to number of octahedral word is equal to, obviously clear this, 3.011 into 10 power 23 numbers, and the number of tetrahedral word is equal to this is twice of the octahedral word. This is 2 into 3.011 into 10 power 23 is equal to 6.022 into 10 power 23. So total number of word in the 0.5 moles of the crystals. So by adding the number of tetrahedral word and octahedral word, we can find the total number of word present in the crystals. So total number of words is equal to number of octahedral word plus number of tetrahedral words. So number of octahedral word you have to see, this is 3.011 into 10 power 23 plus tetrahedral word 6.022 into 10 power 23. So it becomes 3.011 plus 6.022 into 10 power 23. Or you can see this is 3, 3, 0 and 9. So 9.033 into 10 power 23 words. This is it. So in the given number of moles, whatever the number of the particle, first of all calculate the number of atom in a mole, given mole. So that would be the number of octahedral wire, and twice the number of the octahedral wire is the find out the tetrahedral wire. Now add both the number of wires, you can calculate the total number of wires present in the given mole of the crystals. Is it clear? So next question is given 1.16, a compound formed by the two elements next question is given 1.16. The question is given a compound is formed by the two elements M and N. A compound is formed by two elements M and N. Two elements form the compounds, and the next is given the element N form the CCP, and atom M occupy the 1/3 of the tetrahedral wire. The element N form CCP, and element M occupy, and atom of M occupy 1/3 of the tetrahedral wires. 1/3 of tetrahedral wires. Tetrahedral wires. What is the formula of the compound? What is the formula of compound? How do you calculate? A compound is formed by the two elements M and N. The element N form the CCP, cubic closed package structure, or CCP structure, and the atom of M occupy the 1/3 of the tetrahedral wires. So what is the formula of the compound? So you know that in a given compound, suppose the atom of N in the CCP, suppose the atom of N in CCP, cubic closed package is N number. We are taking this is N number. That is total number of atom in CCP of N atom is small n, is taken. And now M atom occupy the 1/3 of the tetrahedral wire. So if the N is the octahedral wire, so what is the tetrahedral wire? Obviously clear that 2N. So you can write here the number of tetrahedral wires. Number of tetrahedral wire is equal to 2N, and the 1/3 of N M of tetrahedral wire occupy. So what is the 1/3 of the 1/3 of tetrahedral wire? Third of tetrahedral wire. What is the number of tetrahedral wire is 2N. So is equal to 1/3 into 2N, or you can write here 2N/3. So we have to calculate here the total number of N atom and the total number of M atom. N atom, this is in the CCP, this is N, and tetrahedral is 2N. This 2N is occupied by 1/3 part of the tetrahedral atom of M by M atom. So what would be the ratio value? 2N/3. So now the ratio between M and N, we can write here the ratio of M and N, the ratio of atom M and N, we can write here, this is M in 2N/3 is 2N. This value is N and 2N is this 3. So obviously clear that this ratio is the, what would be the ratio? 2:3 ratio. This ratio is the 2:3 ratio. This is 2:3. So the formula becomes M2N3. This type of the compound form. Is it clear? First you calculate the number of atom of the N and then number of atom of M in the tetrahedral. Now correlate or find out the ratio of the two atoms and find the value of these two ratio and to form the compound. This is M2N3 type of the compound is formed. Another question is given. Which of the following lattice has the highest packing efficiency? Question number 1.17 is given from the index 1.17. Which of the following lattice has the highest packing efficiency? This is simple cubic, body cubic or face cubic. You know that in case of packing efficiency, this is the volume occupied by the atom upon the total volume of the cube into 100 percentage. So volume occupied by atom and upon the total volume of the cube into 100. So we have to already calculate in the theory portion SSC. Having atom is present only at the kernel and their packing efficiency in case of SCC, simple cubic center, this is 52.4%. We have already calculated. 52.4%, very less efficient. This is 52.4% in case of SCC, and in case of BCC, body cubic center, this is 68%. Because in case of BCC, atom are not only present at the kernel, atom are also present at the body point. What is body point? The imaginary point which intersect from both sides of the cube. This is called the body point. So one atom present at the body point and 8 atom present at the corner of the cube. So in this case, packing efficiency is find out. This is 68%. However, in case of FCC, face cubic center, the atoms are present at the corner as well as each faces. So in this case, maximum packing efficiency, this is 74%. So because of the more atom present in the FCC, at each face 6 phases and 8 corner, all these have the atoms. So it covered maximum part. Only the 26% is the backend part in case of FCC. So maximum efficiency found in case of FCC, then BCC, and very less in case of the SCC. This is the packing efficiency. Next question is given, an element with the molar mass. Question number 1.18. An element with molar mass 2.7 into 10 power minus 2 kilogram per mole. With molar mass, this is 2.7 into 10 power minus 2 kilogram per moles. This is molar mass is given. Form a cubic unit cell with edge length. Form cubic unit cell with edge length. Age given. Age length is given. This is 405 pm. 405 pm picometers. If its density is 2.7 into, if its density is 2.7 into 10 power 3 kilogram per meter cube, what is the nature of the cubic unit cell? What is the nature of cubic unit cell? So what would be nature? How do you calculate it? Nature, either the cube exists in the SCC form, BCC form, or the FCC form. So Z value, on the basis of Z value, if the Z value is equal to 1, it is SCC. Z value is equal to 2, it is BCC form. If Z is equal to 4, it is FCC or the CCP form. So we will calculate here the, first of all we will find out which value is given. This is atomic mass, means mass of atom M is given. This is 2.7 into 10 power minus 2 kilogram per mole. And edge length A is given 405 pm, that is 405 into 10 power minus 12 pm are equal to 405 into 10 power minus 10 meter. You can write here. Density D is given here. Sorry, that density is given. Density is given. This is 2.7. An element with molar mass 2.7 to minus 2 kilogram per mole form cubic unit cell with edge length 405, and this is density is given 2.7 into 10 power 3 kilogram per meter cube. And we are going to calculate the Z value, means nature of the unit cells. With the value of Z, we can calculate here. We can calculate the number of the Z value either in the SCC, BCC or the FCC. How to calculate? So formula we know that. What is the formula for the density? Simply density is equal to Z into M upon A cube into N0. N0 is the Avogadro number. So with this value you can calculate the Z value. What would be the Z value? This is here 405 into 10 minus 10 pm and 4.05 into 10 power minus 10 meter. We are taking in the meter. So Z value is equal to, we are going to calculate Z. Z is equal to density into A cube into N0 upon atomic mass M. Now put the value. Density is given 2.7 into 10 power 3 kilogram per meter. Z value is equal to 2.7 into 10 power 3 into edge length. Edge length value is given. This is 4.05 into 10 power minus 10. This is cube into Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 power 23 upon atomic mass is given. This is atomic mass is given 2.7 into 10 power minus 3 kilogram per moles. Is it given? So you can calculate is very easy. Their Z value after calculations, calculate yourself. Their Z value is nearly to 3.99 or approximate 4. So it is FCC type of structure. Phase cubic center. Which type Z value? Z is equal to 1. SCC, Z is equal to 2. BC is number of atom in unit cells. We have calculated already this. Number of Z is number of atom in unit cell. When the Z value is equal to 1, SCC, Z value is equal to 2, BCC, and Z value is equal to 4, this is FCC. So which type of crystal is given here? Unit cell, FCC type of unit cell. So try to solve all the questions, other questions from the exercise, and next time we will discuss about the exercise from the NCERT book. Is it clear? Thank you.